Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome to episode 3 of On the Reel. Luckily, I have a camera that is working properly, and I can do this. If you guys don't follow some of my other lives that I've been doing as of late, you'll know that I something happened with my camera last time and it just totally died on me. So I wasn't able to do this show for a couple weeks now, but I have my camera ready to go. So let's get on to this episode. All right, guys. So far we have Todd and PJ King, Las Cruces. Shouts out to those guys. Always love seeing you guys here. But yeah, so today's episode, I think this is going to be out of left field, but I kind of want to go back and talk about Tom Cruise. And you might be asking why. So last time me and Todd were talking, and I was telling him how much I just don't really care for Tom Cruise. And I started really thinking about it afterwards because I couldn't really put my finger on why I don't really care for that dude as an actor, obviously. But I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I was a little too harsh on him because uh, I actually do enjoy several of his movies. Like I was thinking about it and I kind of wanted to go over those. Not immediately, of course, we can do that a little later, but that was just a fun thought that I had that we could talk about later on today. And then I of course we are going to go through the new or the playing the stuff that's playing now in theaters and also the new releases um not new releases, sorry. The what's it called? Up and coming movies. Sorry. I just had a little brain fart there. But yeah, so let's get into it. I always go to the Cinemark site. Let me share my screen. Oh, hey Carlito, how's it going? What's he saying? Yay, finally get to watch a full live. Yes, glad you're here. Love talking movies with this guy. If you don't know who he is, go check out his channel. Also, go check out Todd. I don't think PJ King has a YouTube channel, does he? I don't think so. And then Las Cruces, I don't think so either, right? If I'm wrong, please correct me. But yeah, all these dudes are always really cool to talk movies with. Cheers, guys. I have a little energy drink here. Bink. Desperately in need of some energy right now. You know, it's that time, little evening time and on a Sunday, and I'm a little bit slower than usual, but here we are. Luckily, tomorrow I get off. So, yes, I'm in no rush to get through this show so we can, you know, just spend however long we want talking. So here we go. I think we'll hit now playing first. And like usual, this site takes forever. But yeah, okay. So I have to say, I went to watch Insidious. Yay. I actually went the day of the release. And all right, if y'all know me, if you've been following me, you know I am a big fan of that franchise. Love all the movies. Went into this with extremely high expectations, even though I know a lot of people don't like some of the sequels in that franchise. I really enjoyed all of them thus far. So I went in there, I was super optimistic, and I'm like, this is going to be awesome. It was I think this is what, the fifth one, if I'm not mistaken, fourth or fifth. I think fifth. But yeah, so this is actually also Patrick Wilson's like debut in directing. So that was really interesting. But I gotta say, like overall, I really didn't like it, and I was so surprised, and I was a little bummed by that as well. I'm just I'm such a stan for these movies, and just to see that, I don't know, this movie kind of fell flat for me. I was like, just, you know, let down kind of. Let's get into it. So I thought it was a little too long. It dragged. It was noticeably dragging. Somewhere in the middle of the movie, I was like, okay, we're already like in the middle, getting towards the third act, and I'm still feeling like nothing's happening here. And there's really no, like, I guess, true, like typically in film, like a lot of times there's an inciting incident, I think usually happens like earlier on. And so I think, what is it, like 20-minute mark? I don't know. It's been a while since I studied screenwriting, but if something like that, it starts earlier. And I just felt like that moment never really came. It was like easing into the story arcs, and like you understood how this was kind of connected to the previous films, but it's just, it like sluggish. It was sluggish, and even the jump scares didn't really scare me very much. And come on, man, jump scares are supposed to like freak you out at least for a couple seconds there, and I really wasn't. I could tell they were coming from a mile away. Telegraphed those easily. But yeah. Carlito says I'm going to early screening of Dead Reckoning tomorrow. Oh, cool. But yeah, dude, like I was shocked that I didn't like this. I thought the young guy, let me share my screen. Let's see here. This young guy, Ty Simpkins is his name, who plays the little kid in the earlier installments. I thought he did a great job, like acting. Like he played Mopey very well, and I thought like it was believable. And his issues with his dad, like that whole thing, I really appreciated a lot of like the concepts within this, and like, just dysfunctional kind of family problems. I really dug that. And because a lot of times in these horror movies, it's like a trope where it's like anytime there's some kind of like strife within the family, like a lot of times the demons or the negative energy just leeches onto that and exacerbates those problems. So I always like to see that in movies, and this kind of had that too. But I think what was happening here in this movie that was kind of taking away was the fact that it's like they weren't sure whether to concentrate on the dad arc or the son arc, and they were instead like paralleling both of them and interweaving them within the movie, and it just wasn't really executed well, and it was like kind of jarring when we were moving from one to the other, and it almost felt like it could have been two separate movies that they just kind of pieced together into one. And I don't know, what, there weren't enough like ghostly, like horrifyingly ghostly like images that Insidious is pretty known for. And there were a few, but it wasn't like, I don't know, they weren't really standout to me where I could be like, oh my god, when this happened and that ghost walked by or whatever. Like they were just meh. Like the whole movie was pretty meh to me. So yeah, that was such a bummer because I was really looking forward to this movie. I was surprised that the new Insidious was PG-13. I didn't even know that. Is it? Maybe that explains a little bit. I'm trying to think. No, I think they still could have done the storytelling a lot better. It didn't have to be R for me to like it. There's a lot of PG-13 movies that I feel like I still enjoy, especially like ghost stories and stuff that you could totally get away with PG-13. It just wasn't, the elements were there. They just weren't put together well. Yeah, it was, I kind of liked some of the reveals and stuff, which I won't spoil or anything, but it was a little bit of a heartbreaker. Hey Russ, good to see you. Oh, it's PG-13. Carlito, pass. That's funny. But yeah, bit of a bummer there. So y'all, I would still, if you're an Insidious fan, I would still go watch it just to, because this ends the chapter with this family. So if it's just I guess a good ending. Not good, but it's an ending to the story that we were following. So if you're a fan, you should go watch it still, but don't expect too much. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. All right, Joyride, I'm probably not going to watch. Indiana Jones, I'm not watching. I just don't really care, and I've said that since the preview, like earlier on. When I found out that they were doing this, I don't know. And I don't even think it has anything to do with Crystal Skull either. I just don't care, period. I like the older movies, but as far as I'm concerned, that's a franchise that I feel like they could have just left alone as a trilogy. And I would have been okay with that. I kind of feel similarly with like Back to the Future or something like that, Like don't touch those movies. That's how I feel. Elemental, I'm not too big on like animated, and that's not a knock. There are several great animated movies that I know, are out there. It's just not really my bag, but there are a few that I do enjoy. But I'm not ever gonna go like to the theater, I don't think, to watch them. Unless it's like horror-esque or something, of course. I told you guys I did watch Spider-Man Across the Universe. We talked about that last time. Transformers, I'm also not watching. Again, just don't care about it at all. I was kind of a fan of the first one. After that, I watched was it called Bumblebee or Bumblebee? That one. And it was okay. And that's supposedly like one of the better ones. So if y'all watched it, let me know. Let me know what y'all thought of it. And if you guys think it's great, then maybe I'll reconsider and I'll go watch it. I have a theater like right near me, which is awesome. It's like sometimes I'll sneak away like throughout the week right after work. Since I work from home now, it's like, all right. It's like I'm having that opposite effect that everyone else is having, I think, where it's like, oh, I have a theater like super close to me. Now I'll just like go after work instead of watch it on my TV here. Like, because I really love the like theater experience in general. So yeah, Teenage Kraken, not watching. The Flash, I did watch. I can't remember if I talked about it in the last episode, but I did do a review on it if you want to check that out. It was a non-spoiler, and I don't like going into spoilers in this show because A, it'll take forever, and B, there's some people that have not watched it because we're in the playing section. So I know, believe it or not, I know a lot of us like to go run into, watch it early, but a lot of people don't do that, especially these days. So I've realized that over time. I used to do like in-depth spoiler like reviews, but I just haven't had the time for that. So it's a lot easier to just do non-spoilers, especially because a lot of people are passing on several movies, as I am, as you saw. I just said pass on several of these. And that's just the way it is recently, I feel like, unless people are hearing good buzz or something, right? I like the first two, but I haven't seen the others. Oh, Transformers, yeah. Todd says, I agree, JoJo. PG-13 isn't a deal breaker for me. Megan is PG-13, and it's a solid horror film. I thought so too. I really enjoyed Megan. I feel like people are hating on Megan though. Like, I don't know why. I enjoyed it. I also actually enjoyed the Child's Play remake. in the same vein. I wish See, okay, so Megan did it right though, because when I watched the Child's Play Child's Play remake, I was like, why didn't they just make it their own thing? Why did they have to attach it to Child's Play, give it the name? And then it's like, oh, it's just a money thing, right? Just to attract more people to watch it. I get that. It's a business thing, but it's like, the creator in me is like, just make it different, like make a whole new franchise out of this, more of like a tech character, right? Because it's like a little robot or whatever. So when Megan came out and I watched it, I was like, this was what I was talking about then. And they went and did that. So yeah, I kind of see the parallels of those two movies. And it's interesting that one was very successful. Megan was super successful, I think, especially in streaming. But then, like, yeah, a movie like the Child's Play remake is like talked down on. So it's like, to me, they're very similar. It's so interesting though. Russ says, I haven't been to a theater in years, LOL. I'm more of a wait till it's a streaming kind of guy. Yeah, I know. We've had this conversation for sure, Russ. I feel that I don't think I'll ever, as long as theaters are open and alive, I don't think I'll ever not be a theater person though. Like, don't get me wrong, I love kicking back on my couch and watching, especially with like, got the little Fire TV setup going on here, and it's amazing. And yeah, for days that are like, I don't know, too cold to leave the house or whatever, it is nice and toasty, and I totally get that. I totally get that comfort level. You don't have to deal with people. Oh my God, don't get me started either with that. Like, okay, that's another topic I'm going to get into a little later. But yeah, it's just, I get it. I definitely get it, but I don't think I can ever let go of the theater experience because I've enjoyed it so much of my life, thanks to my mom, who took me to the movies when I was a kid. And we were the type of people, I mean, I obviously I don't do that anymore, but we used to go movie hopping, like for real. Like, yeah, we would do that. And I have no shame in saying that. But yeah, like it was great times going to the movies with my mom, seeing trailers for the first time ever on a big screen. Come on. Who can say that these days? It's like, what was funny? This last time when I went to watch Insidious, I was watching some of the trailers, and I think I watched The Nun 2, and I hadn't seen it yet. I've been like really behind with trailers lately. So I went in and I haven't been watching online. I've been kind of avoiding it, to be honest, because I've realized that I just miss being surprised at the theater and like watching, I don't know, getting excited, watching it on the big screen. It's like thrilling to me. And that's why I had started doing teaser reactions on my channel, because in the beginning, because I was like, I have always enjoyed watching trailers in the movies and feeling that excitement. And so I thought it would be a great idea. And yeah, it was. I don't know if I'll still be doing them now, just because you have to keep up with them like crazy. But I just don't get that same level of excitement anymore when I'm watching them here at home. And so when I went to watch Insidious and I saw a couple of trailers that I hadn't seen, I felt it again. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. Yes, I'm so excited now. I wasn't excited for Nun 2, but after seeing the trailer that I hadn't seen in the theater with other fellow horror peeps around me, I was like, hell yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So I don't know if I've fully made the decision to not do trailer reactions anymore or not, but it's kind of heading into that. Like maybe I won't be doing them anymore because I just love that surprise factor. And I just feel like I don't have that excitement anymore when I watch. So like if I do a trailer reaction here, right? I go into the theater and I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that already. So I don't feel that excitement there anymore. I feel it here somewhat, but it's not as like thrilling here. You get me? You feel me? So that's where I'm at. Sorry. Had to talk it out. Oh, Carlito says Indy 5 was decent. I don't get all the hate. Okay. Okay, cool. I really do trust your opinion, Carlito, because I feel like we're on the same wavelength with a lot of I don't know, our movie opinions. We're not always agreeing, but a lot of times we do. So yeah, if you're saying it's worth a watch, I'll definitely go. I just watched Megan earlier tonight. It was entertaining enough. Yeah, it's a fun movie. Yeah. I'd recommend it for a good time for sure. I respect that, Russ. But as a theater loving guy, I never understand your kind. Oh, you're funny, dude. I get it though, Russ. I totally get it. I'm with Carlito that I am a theater person at heart, but I also understand that. And also money's a factor these days, like point blank. Like that's just the way it is lately. I don't know if that's an issue for you too, but like lately, dude, if you don't have one of those like subscription things, like right now I'm subscribed to the Cinemark one, which has been great. But it's been getting pricey lately, dude. I get the whole streaming thing. Cinema is like home to me outside of my home. Yes, I always describe it as like an extension of my living room, except I am definitely, I know my etiquette, right? Like I'm not going to be kicking up my feet or anything like weird like that. So I just mean the fact that like I treat it as, especially that now that I have one that's nearby, I like treat it as like, okay, let's go watch this now. And it's like 2 seconds away. It feels like part of my house. It's mostly to avoid the crowd. I feel that. Yeah, it's definitely way better to go on the weekdays. All right, back to this. Asteroid City is on the to-do list. I definitely want to watch that. Yes, I love the cast. There's a lot of great people in this movie. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big, sorry, I had to like burp a little bit. Sorry, TMI. Yeah, I'm a Wes Anderson fan. So I don't like all of them that he's done. He's kind of like hit or miss for me, but when it's hit, it's like it's a good hit. It's a really good hit. No Hard Feelings, I'm not really interested in at all. I used to really like Jennifer Lawrence, but as of late, I don't know. She's not really a draw for me anymore. Little Mermaid did not watch, nor will I probably. Past Lives. I want to check this out. I'm gonna play this. If if this doesn't work, then my screen will probably go black for a little bit, but it comes back. So don't worry, okay? I'm gonna try to play this.
Word in Korean, 인연. It means providence or fate.
Do you believe in that?
That's just something Koreans say to seduce someone.
P24. Oh, did not know that. Let me know if you can hear that, by the way.
What a good story this is. Childhood sweethearts who reconnect 20 years later and realize they were meant for each other. In the story, I would be the evil white American husband standing in the way of destiny.
Shut up. He was just this kid in my head for such a long time. I think I just missed him.
Did he miss you?
혜성! 와, 너다.
와, 진짜 와다.
와.
Not really sure how to feel about it, son. And the way you move,
Oh, I like the rendition.
makes me feel like I can't
좋다.
live without you.
뭐가?
그냥 너랑 얘기하는 거?
The guy flew 13 hours to be here. I'm not gonna tell you that you can't see him or something.
만약에 네가 한국을 떠나지 않았다면 내가 널 찾았을까? 우리가 사귀었을까? 헤어졌을까? 부부가 됐을까? 아이들을 가졌을까?
너는 나를 왜 찾았어?
한 번 더 보고 싶었어.
If two strangers walk by each other in the street and their clothes accidentally brush, that means there have been 8,000 layers of inyan between them.
Want you to stay. Want you to stay.
It's a soulmate movie. Okay. I don't know if I would watch it in theaters, but it seems interesting. How do I get out of here? Oh, just click out. Yeah, I would watch that, but yeah, I don't know if I would go to theaters. It kind of reminds me of like a more serious version of Eternal Sunshine, Spotless Mind. Guys, remember that one? It's a good one. A local drive-in here is supposed to be reopening soon. It's been closed down for about 8 years, so I'll probably go when it opens. Ooh, Russ, you should. That's something. You know, I have one near here too, but I haven't gone yet. I should do that soon. That's definitely on the to-do list. I used to go all the time in Vegas, and it was pretty awesome. Oh, hey, Gore. What's going on? Evening. When I was 7, I'd be dropped off at movie theaters on Saturdays while my family went shopping and watch whatever was playing or what else I could sneak into. Yeah, if it was rated R-rated, same. Except my mom, so she would just let me and my sister kind of run off to the kids' movies, and then she would go into like the rated R ones. And we'd split off, and then we'd meet like later in the day, having already watched like two movies. It was the best. Love that. The drive-ins were always fun when I was younger. Oh yeah, it's awesome, dude. JoJo, I'm getting chills with you describing the feelings and experiences. I mean, there's nothing like it. Especially. It's not the same. Like if you didn't grow up with it and you just start going to theaters now for whatever reason, there is no possible way it could feel the same. I don't think to somebody. They'd probably be like, it's kind of annoying, like with all the people around. Ew. Especially like after the pandemic and people are like paranoid with, you know, germs and stuff still, which I am a little bit, but you know what I mean? It's just a different world these days. And yeah. So there are the few of us that still very much enjoy it, you know? Yeah. Dude, I'm excited too. I don't have an IMAX. I actually got into an early screening. So I'm really excited, dude. Oh yeah, and then Carlito, you're like my go-to. We should do maybe we should do a in-depth discussion live like we did for Tenet. We're both like Nolan nerds here. So yeah, that could be a potential. I agree, Carlito. Oppenheimer and Mission Impossible are my most anticipated movies of the year. Awesome. PJ says Oppenheimer has a great cast. Yes. Okay, we'll get into it. Sorry, I'm like lagging it here. The Blackening's great. I saw that. Told you guys about that last time. Boogeyman. Oh, I saw Boogeyman, guys. Boogeyman was also another letdown, sadly. I didn't have my hopes up too high. I do like Stephen King. I think me and Todd were talking about that last time. Todd was telling me it was a short story. It's a good, like, I don't even know, like a ghost story, I guess you could call it, or just supernatural. And it's okay. Like I can see why it was just like a short story though. Like I don't think it should have been adapted into a movie, or if so, they just didn't really do it well. It seemed like very generic to me. All similar beats that you would recognize in any other, horror movie. Jump scares, again, kind of easy to know when they're coming, and it just nothing very standout. I like some of the psychological elements to it, but again, nothing we haven't seen, and it was very like cookie cutter, kind of run of the mill horror. Um, I still support these movies just because it's like horror is always running on like such a lower budget. It's actually mind-boggling to me that they're still being released in theaters, because like there are a lot of movies like romantic comedies and like smaller budget movies like that, or like regular comedies that are just not being put out anymore. And so I feel like horror, it's like it's still dangling by a thread in theaters, and this one just didn't do it. It didn't quite cut it for me. Um, but yeah, like if you had told me like, oh, it's just a straight to straight to DVD, or like, it was just like a streaming movie by Hulu or whatever, I believe it. But yeah, not really impressed with that. Guardians was good. Told you about that a while ago. Great, like, wrap up to the trilogy. A little different than what you would expect out of a Guardians movie, I think. So that's why I liked it. Didn't watch X. That's a whole nother franchise that I just like have not touched. Not true. I've seen the first one and the second one. I don't know. They're just not really my cup of tea, but maybe one day. I hear they get really good at one point, like the fourth one or the fifth one or something. We shall see. Never saw Mario Brothers. I don't know what the lesson is. And these are all some foreign films. I'm not really going to delve into foreign films. Maybe like later, if like, I don't know, maybe later, if I ever get tired of doing like this show, I'll start doing like a foreign film show or something like that. You never know. You never know. But anyway, all right, let's switch to coming soon and see what we're all dying to see here. Okay. Mission Impossible. Todd. I know Todd's super stoked for that. I'm not really, but yeah. I hear this is a part 1 of 2, right? So that's an interesting thing. It's cool to see though that like after so many installments, they're still going strong, you know? That's always nice. Like even with the Fast X stuff too. And then Saw, was it Saw? Yeah, Saw's coming back too, which I'm stoked for. Like your guys' Mission Impossible and Fast X, that's the equivalent to like my, what is it, Paranormal or Saw, as a horror fan. It's like people roll their eyes and I'm just like, yes. Oppenheimer has a great cast. Oh yeah, this is what he was saying earlier with Oppenheimer. Yes, I'm so stoked for that one. Super stoked just because I don't know. I just really like Nolan's films. Like he has some solid hits in my book, and yeah, I'm very rarely disappointed with his stuff. So, yes, give it to me, please. Barbie. Okay, so I'm not really excited for Barbie, guys. I don't really. Okay. I like both the actors, Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. I adore them, which is funny. Uh, and I know they're probably gonna do some fun things with like, satire of probably gender roles too, I'm assuming. Now that everything's like PC, so they're probably gonna flip that on its head pretty good. I think it looks like it's a comedy for sure. Um, so it'll be a fun watch. I just don't know if I want to go to the theater to watch it. Again, I'm not super into comedies in general, but every now and then, I do enjoy it, but mostly like at home probably. Which is why a lot of comedies are just going straight to streaming these days because of people like me. My bad. Oh, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the I was gonna say podcast, but it's not really a podcast. Because I have visuals, so I don't really think it lends itself to a podcast. It's more just like a show with episodes. I watched Insidious recently. I want more terrifying horror. Yeah, right. It did not scare me either. I was like expecting so much more out of it. Even just the whole feel of it. I never once felt that chilling feeling that you get from watching the others. Not the others, the movie, which is also a great film, but no, the other Insidious movies. I just didn't get that with this. It just felt kind of surface level when it came to, I don't know, just the whole style of it. There were a lot of issues there for me, but JoJo, we got to do a breakdown for sure. I'm a Nolan fangirl. Hell yeah, let's do it. I'm so down. I'm so down. So down. Nolan should make a Barbie film. Now that is a fantastic idea. Gore. Oh God, I would watch that. Gore, Carlito. Oh my God. He's clearly joking. But no. Oh, PJ, what do you got to say? Tom Cruise has screen presence, which a lot of actors do not have nowadays. He does not have the acting chops of Daniel Day-Lewis, but he is 10 times more charismatic. Definitely agree with that, for sure. For sure. I want to go out more open mics. I want to go out more. Open mic shows are fun. Oh yeah. We have a lot of fun. But open. Oh, are you talking about like comedy shows, like stand up? Not excited for Barbie either. The trailer didn't interest me. However, I love Greta's Little Women. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I did enjoy that movie, Little Women, the new one. It wasn't too bad, from what I remember. Oppenheimer was a fascinating man. He came from prestigious American family, brilliant even as a child. He was torn about developing the bomb. He knew its implications for humanity. Oh yeah, it's got to get us in the feels and during the movie. You know that. He was a hero until the anti-communist hysteria tore down his image in the U.S. and England. A member of Parliament commented he would be knighted. Little Gore dropping some history bombs here. No pun intended. That was probably in poor taste, wasn't it? My bad. Yeah, some stand-ups. Sorry. Yeah. No, totally. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about stand-up too. I don't know. I just don't like the fact they're fun. I laugh my ass off when I'm there, But afterwards, I'm always like, damn, like they make it seem like it's improv, but a lot of it's not, you know, it's just like rehearsed and they do the same thing every night or every outing. So and sometimes you can tell, and sometimes it is straight up improv, and you could also tell when it's that, and that's when I like it. Oh, the TMNT movie. I'm so stoked for that. Now, that is an animated movie that I am so down. I am so down to see that. Probably mostly out of nostalgia, I'll be real, but my God, it looks great. I saw the trailer. Awesome. So yeah, with this show, like you saw, I watched a trailer. I'll watch one here and there on this show, maybe. If I just really don't know anything about this movie and it's somewhat interesting and I happen just to discover it while we're doing this show, then yeah, I'll play the trailer. But I think from now on, I just really want to go back to like being, you know, surprised when I'm in the theater, you know, because I kind of miss that. So Gran Turismo, I didn't even know that was going to be a movie, really? Because that's a, does it say Orlando Bloom? Oh my God, Orlando Bloom isn't in that. What the heck? What the heck? I don't know how I feel about that. That's a game, right? Never played it, but that's interesting. Okay, what is this? Theater Camp. Is that the dude from Glee? Oh, I can't read that. Let's see. Molly Gordon star in original theater. Okay, so it's a comedy. Rundown camp in upstate New York when clueless tech bro Troy arrives to run the property into the ground. Production manager, blah, blah, stand on. Oh, okay, so they're just trying to save the theater, basically. I like theater. I don't know if I like live theater. I do, but not as much. How about you guys? It's a different thing. Interesting. I don't know. I don't think I would watch that in theaters, but sounds interesting. Gorby letting them know. Yeah. Oppenheimer also got into trouble for having an affair with a Communist Party member. Whoa. Still getting fireworks here. Isn't it almost July? Yeah. They've stopped here, thankfully. My poor dog, dude. He was like hiding under the bed, and poor baby. He's taking a nap right now, so he's good. But Florence Pugh plays Jean Tatlock. Jean Tatlock, who is his mistress in the film. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. Not gonna lie, I want to see that Gran Turismo film, but probably not in theater. Should I watch is it WB? Is it Warner Brother? I kind of feel like watching the trailer here because I didn't know anything about this. All right, I'm gonna go for it.
In the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
Who do you think the best driver is?
Probably Rory.
I would dust him in a lap.
Jan, all you do is play video games with some crazy dreams of racing cars.
Dad, you're the one that told us to always do something we love.
You know what racing cars cost? Look around. It's not our world, son.
What is this?
It's a contest. The best Gran Turismo players in the world get a chance to compete in professional racing.
Dude, this is real.
This is real.
I'm sorry. You really think you're going to take a kid who plays video games in their bedroom, you're going to strap them to a 200-mile-an-hour rocket? It'll tear him to pieces.
Not gonna lie, Orlando is still good looking for his age.
It's not going to work. The guys who race are elite athletes.
But I won't stop now.
Your kids are scrawny little gamer kids.
Well, that's where you come in.
Come on, let's go! This must be a new experience for you, moving your legs.
Ew.
You puked on my lawn.
There's no turning back now.
When you're in a race,
Where
the
is the
cockpit
guy
is going to be
from?
140 degrees Fahrenheit. The G-forces will be twice what an astronaut experiences upon liftoff. I can't see anything. Hey, you get extra points for that in the game? Jesus Christ.
I had to hustle hard, never give up.
This whole thing is insane. But out of the couch surfing nerds that you sent me, he is the best one. You made it.
Yes!
Welcome to Team This End.
What's next?
It's Major Leagues. The other drivers are going to hate you. Whoopsie.
Dude, what is your problem?
It's part of the game. It's called racing. If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
I know this track.
I've raced it 1,000 times.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I won't stop now.
Fun. Based on a true story. Neil Blomkamp. Interesting. Yeah, I think, Carlito, I think it looks pretty fun. I would definitely watch that at home. I don't think I would go to the theater though. Maybe if I was like really into the game growing up, I'd probably go. The late Natasha Richardson played Tatlock in Fat Man and Little Boy, an excellent film. Oh, interesting. Never heard of it. Carlito, Christian Bale would make a great Ken. Okay, so that was one of the things that I guess it didn't appeal to me when I saw, like, I like both of those actors, you know, as I said earlier, for Barbie, Ryan Gosling. I don't know if he's like, maybe, I think he's a little aged out for the role. I don't know. He looks a little older now. Maybe if it was like 5 to 10 years ago, I think it would work a little better, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being like ageist or something. He might just like, he's probably gonna kill it because he's a great actor and I am a huge fan of his, but I don't know. Bloom is still alive. I know, right? It's crazy to see him in a movie again. I don't know what the last thing he was in was. Carlito, Christian would do an American Psycho light version. It's basically the same character. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. So I think we've covered most of it for upcoming, right? Oh, come on, Cinemark. Oh, I definitely want to see Talk to Me. I want to see Strays. Strays looks super cute, and that dog reminds me of Benji. Oh, definitely want to see the Demeter, Last Voyages of Demeter. Woo! I'm so excited for that one. I think that might be my most anticipated from now on this year. Blue Beetle, I'm sorry, but after everything that's happened with these superhero films as of late, it has just taken all my excitement. I really just don't care, which is sad. It's really sad because if you know me, you know I used to get super pumped for these movies and just like I should be very excited for Blue Beetle, seeing that he's been, you know, a character in the DC universe or in the DC comics like forever now. It sucks. It sucks. And it's cool to see that he's getting his own movie as like a B character. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about all that anymore. It's sad. Want to see The Haunting of Venice or On Venice? In Venice. Oh, we talked about Equalizer last time, and I still got to watch the others because I never did. So I could potentially go watch that if I catch up. I will definitely do that. Craven, I did watch the preview for the first time in theaters the other day, and I don't know how I felt about it, to be honest. again, with the superhero stuff, like I'm not expecting a ton, especially with the Sony verse or the Sony movies. I haven't been super impressed besides the animated Spider-Man movies. The Venoms didn't do much for me. Yeah, I just what was the other one? Morbius. Morbius I actually kind of enjoyed, I guess because it was a little darker, you know me. But like I know that one got so much hate. I liked it. I wouldn't rave about it, but I definitely enjoyed it more than the Venom movies. This one looks okay. I don't know. I really don't know. Dune, I still got to watch the first Dune. Did not watch that yet. So if I, again, with the same deal, if I happen to catch up, I'll go catch this in theaters for sure. Marvels, could not care less, sadly. Meg 2. Now that would be a great movie to go to see in the drive-in, as we were talking about. That's like a perfect drive-in movie. Heck yeah. You know what? That's what I'm doing. That's a plan right there. That's a plan. I don't know what Wishes. And the new Hunger Games. I did see a preview for that in theaters as well. It looks okay. I wasn't super like sold on it, but it seems okay. Oh, the one that did excite me in theaters and I did not expect to be excited about was see, did they list it here? Did I just skip it? It's also a video game. Oh, what is it called? The Dead. It's a video game, like a horror video game. Oh my gosh, the name is escaping me. You guys help me. Freddy. One Night at Freddy's, or is that what it's called? One Night at Freddy's? Let me see. Yeah, One Night at Freddy's. Or Freddy. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. There we go. +4. Five Nights at Freddy's. There we go. There we go. This is how much I don't know anything about video games. So Five Nights at Freddy's. I saw that preview and I was like, damn, that looks good. I'm in for that. I'm so in. I'm just curious because it looks like there's some kills in there, and I think that was also PG-13. I'm not quite sure, but if they're smart, they're gonna make it PG-13 because I know that was actually like really popular with kids, right? The video game, if I'm not mistaken, from what I remember, because I used to see the pops all the time for Five Nights when I'd go pop hunting. But yeah, I was like, this looks awesome. I hope they go hard on it, like but I doubt it. Because they want to get those kids in the seats too, I'm sure. So let's see, 5. They scratch. That's weird. I made this Freddy's movie. Yeah, and the animatronics look creepy. And it's the guy PETA from freaking Hunger Games, which I liked him as an actor. It is, where can I find the rating? IMDb. What is it rated? Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Did I miss it? Hello. I don't see. Oh, doesn't show the rating here. Let's see rating. Just go to the trailer, it'll probably tell me the end. Hello. At the beginning. All right, it's Universal. Maybe we just watch the trailer together. How about that? Since I've seen it already anyways.
Hi, this is Mike. I was just calling to see if that job that you offered was still available.
Yes. The security guard.
I will take anything.
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids. They shut it down years ago. The owner's just not ready to let it go yet.
I will work and you will sleep.
I understand.
Give me your hand.
Producer Megan.
All you have to do is keep your eyes on the monitor.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's, where fantasy and fun come to life.
So cool, dude.
Okay.
You must be new security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Them.
Hell no. Hell no.
In the 80s, kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's top to bottom.
Hello?
They never found them. That's why the place shut down.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots. Thanks for the heads up.
Technically, they're animatronics.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
Papi! Tell me how to stop them.
It's too late.
Bobby, go!
Where to? Why do I always get the weirdos?
Oh, it's going to be streaming as well. It still didn't tell me the rating. If somebody can tell me.
Ago, the owner's just not ready to.
Let's see. Oh, it looks so good though, doesn't it? All right, let me backtrack here with some comments. Can't wait for Last Voyages Meter. It has an alien vibe to it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Where they get picked off like one by one. Love that. Love that. I'm with you, JoJo. Demeter looks awesome. It does, right? James Gunn has a lot of work to do with DC. Absolutely. I worry, honestly. I worry. I'm mostly more excited to see the Joker sequel. Even though I'm like really always behind with shows, I'm very much like excited for the Penguin series. Those types, the Matt Reeves style of what he's doing with DC is just kiss. So definitely, yeah, I'm more about all that than anything that the DCU is doing. Sadly, I do like James Gunn. I really do, but I have just been let down. And I know, I love Guardians, so I'm optimistic, but at the same time, I'm tired, I'm just tired. of seeing things that I wish were better, that's it. Like, and I hope he can turn it around. I really do. I did like that last Suicide Squad movie. It got a little ridiculous towards the end, but that was the point. So we'll see. We'll see. I feel the same about Beetle. Yeah, unfortunately. I hate to say it. Hey, Black Swamp. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tarantino remakes Cujo and Benji as the dog. I don't think I saw. Did I? I don't know. Dune Part 2 is my most anticipated movie of the year. Love the first one and a great cast. I really was looking forward to watching that, and then it was one of those like times with work that just got too crazy, and I never got to. I was also moving at the time, so I missed out on a lot of movies during that time, that block of time. Also during that time, I think I also missed out on, was it Ghostbusters? I still haven't seen that latest Ghostbusters Afterlife, believe that's what it was called. Still haven't seen Carnage or Morbius. Yeah, they're whatevers. They are, honestly. It's Craven time. Yeah. You gotta watch Dune. Okay, I will. I absolutely will. Maybe I'll watch that tomorrow. I have a day off, so heck yeah. BJ Dune Part 2 is my most anticipated behind Oppenheimer. Cool. 5 Nights. Thanks, Jeffrey. 1 + 4. Jeffrey, yep. It does. Dune. So Dune is shot beautifully, awesome cinematography. That's what I remember from the previews, and I was very impressed with how that looked. I want Maxine to be released this year, but it looks like it might be pushed to 2024. That's good news for me because I need to go and watch those, the first ones, because I still have not. So definitely on my to-do list. Oh, hey, PV, it's been a while. How are you? Zach B, what's going on? Oh, yeah, 5 Nights looks awesome. I wish I knew the rating. I wonder if it's on here. And I'm just not seeing it. There's not a second page. The Creator, I have not seen the preview for that either. I might just check it out right now. After I read these comments. Okay, somebody needs to bulldoze that place. What place? Oh. Oh, 5 Nights? Yeah. Yeah, creepy as hell. Killer Chuck E. Cheese, exactly. That's such a great, simple concept though. That's why that's going to be successful. Also, a ton of kids love that. For some sadistic reason, they just love that. It's really weird, right? It's really creepy. It still surprises me how much movie trailers reveal about a film. Remember Jaws trailer? It didn't show much, but what it did was more than enough to draw us into the theater. Yeah, I think teaser trailers were more of a thing back then, even though they weren't called teaser trailers. They were just the trailer was a cheap teaser. Now it's yeah, they put everything into the teaser. Sorry, into the preview. So it's annoying. That's why I only like seeing the teaser, really. I don't really care to watch the other trailers after that. Maybe the first real trailer and the teaser, and that's it. I don't like any of the ones that pop up on TV or whatever. I try to stay away from those because those end up giving way too much, especially the last few. I'm no. I don't need to do that. And now, I'm saying, I would rather just watch them in the theater now, because yeah, it's just more fun that way. I'm only doing this right now because it's some of these movies I had no idea and I haven't seen the trailer, and since we're just here, might as well. But for the most part, I try to I'm trying more recently just to kind of steer clear and just wait until I see it in the theater. Why not? It's why generally I only watch teasers, if anything. WB is the worst with trailers. I know. WB is also really terrible with like the rights, the copyright stuff. That's why if I play a WB trailer, my stream will go black for a little bit. I did that on my first episode. It was funny. I'm torn on Joker 2, but I hope I'm wrong. Musicals are just not my cup of tea. I'm with you there, Carlito. I shouldn't say I don't like musicals, but it's one of those things where like once I start watching them, I enjoy them, but you can't get me to go watch one. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to be pushed into it. But then I typically do enjoy it afterwards. So it's like that weird kind of thing. But with Joker, I have so much faith in the filmmakers involved and also just the actors involved. The first one was, even though it was horrific in a lot of ways and hard to watch, like it's still such a great film that I don't see this one upsetting. You know what I mean? Like upsetting in the way that like we have been with like other DC movies. So especially, yeah, there's so much talent there. I don't know. I think it's in some good hands. So even though like you, I'm more inclined to be like, ugh, musical, not my jam, right? But freaking Lady Gaga is amazing. So yeah, I have faith in that regard. I gotta watch that, Carlito. Ghostbusters, Carlito, Camelot, West Side Story, and Hair in Your Life. I never saw Camelot, but the other two, yeah, they're pretty good. My favorite musical would probably be Grease. I would say Grease. I read that a rating had not been released yet for Five Nights. Oh, is that why I haven't been able to find it? That's interesting. Ooh, that's a good sign, right? Because they're like unsure maybe if it's going to be R or not. I'm all getting excited. Dude, it looks so good. So good. I'm stoked. Sound of Music, La La Land, and Beyond the Sea are the only 3 musicals I need in my life. Boom! Damn, Carlito. Gotcha. Love Sound of Music. Love La La Land. I never saw Beyond the Sea. Which one's that one? That has been Beyond the Sea. Freaking spacey. Ugh. One day, JoJo and Carlito, Nolan will make. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. I want to see this creator preview if you guys don't mind here. Haven't seen it yet. It's not WB, is it? We'll just risk it.
What's heaven?
It's a peaceful place in the sky.
Are you going to heaven?
No.
Why not?
You gotta be a good person to go to heaven.
10 years ago today, the artificial intelligence created to protect us detonated a nuclear warhead in Los Angeles. For as long as AI is a threat, we will never stop hunting them. This is a fight for our very existence.
Whatever's in there, they're sure worried about someone getting in.
Yeah, they're getting out.
Come back to you. We're the same. We can't go to heaven because you're not good. And I'm not a person.
Did you locate the weapon?
Yeah, it's a kid. Seatbelts.
How do you want to wait the child? We are this close to winning the war. Execute her, or we go extinct.
They're coming to get me.
Wow, that looks really good. Interesting. Okay. Wow. I didn't realize John David Washington was going to be in it. That's really cool. I'm glad he's getting more work. I love him. I love him. Joker 2 will be interesting at least. The creator looks like it'll be good. Yeah, that gave me chills right now. That was a good trailer. All the AI news these days. Expect Hollywood to do more stuff, to do this stuff in the next decade. Yeah, it's funny because, like, if you all remember, there were movies like I, Robot, and like this has always been kind of in Hollywood. Terminator, you know. Yeah, so it's funny that we go through these like cycles of like it's like fear of technology and the, you know, evolving into something that'll be potentially threatening, which yeah, I fully understand where that fear comes from for sure. Like I get creeped out when I start thinking too hard into that. In the 70s, there was a film called Colossus about rival superheroes or superpowers, supercomputers developing consciousness and holding the world hostage. Yeesh. Colossus. I'm going to look into that. I love these types of films. Love. Yeah. This is awesome. I'm excited for that. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, I was going to go into just like to wrap up, just like a quick little topic. I mentioned it in the beginning where we were talking about Tom Cruise in the last episode, and I was like, you know, I really just don't like him. I don't care about him. And but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know, I actually really, some of my favorite movies are Tom Cruise movies, coincidentally. So I kind of wanted to go back and say, you know, I don't really hate him, but recently I just haven't felt like watching his movies. But yeah, I want to talk about some of the ones that I do like, that, you know, he's put out in his career. One of them, speaking of futuristic type of movies, Minority Report. I loved Minority Report. That was such a mind-blowing movie during that time when it came out. And I always loved me a good like mindfuck, you know? And that's what that was. Everything about it, great action. He was just the perfect guy for the role for that, I think. Just the implications of you know, the way that like the whole police department and everything handled that in that futuristic way, and like it was so great. I have to rewatch it because it's been years, but like just the concept of it, and like I said, the implications of like, wow, what if that happened now? Like, you know, we could be very well like going into that territory now with like AI and stuff too. So again, creepy concept, but very possible, which is scary as hell. But yeah, loved that movie. Another one of my favorite movies with Tom Cruise being the main is Interview with the Vampire. Interview with the Vampire I've loved since I was a kid. Thinking back, I'm like, why? I do not know why that movie appealed to me as a kid. But as I told you, my mom, you know, got me into horror. And she rented that for, I don't think I saw that in theaters. Yeah, we rented it. Me, my sister, and my mom watched it together, and like we all loved it. We loved it. I must have been what, like, when did that movie come out? Let's see, Interview with the I want to say I was in like 3rd or 4th grade with the Vampire. 1994. Yeah, I was probably like in 3rd grade. Loved it. All the acting in that was stellar too. Look at that cast: Brad Pitt, Kirsten Dunst, Christian Slater, Antonio Banderas. I don't know how to say her name. Thandie Newton. But yeah, just a hell of a movie. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites of his. Don't forget War Games. All right, later, Carlito. Thanks for coming. Minority Report, a Philip Dick story. Love the story. I feel like Interview with the Vampire appealed to all the ladies at the time it came out. I can imagine for sure. But no, like I was a kid, so obviously I wasn't really thinking that way. But no, it was just creepy. I mean, Tom Cruise killed it in that role. Yeah, Lestat. Sheesh. Crazy. I loved the makeup in that movie too. It was incredible. Just great storytelling in that. The different like eras that they go through. Oof. What else? Another Tom Cruise movie that I liked. Oh, it's not. Is it? Oh, Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow is a great one that I also liked, and that's one of his more. I like to consider more of his like current stuff. It's probably old now, but you know, it's current in my mind. Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow is awesome. I like the whole Groundhog Day idea, you know, having to redo. It's like a video game, like trying to get past a certain level, and then you die, and then just live, die, repeat. But yeah, liked Tom in The Outsiders. Oh yeah, The Outsiders is pretty good. Risky Business is fun. It wasn't one of my favorites though. Eyes Wide Shut was good. Oh, the other one I really loved was Vanilla Sky. Vanilla Sky was another mindfuck one where it's like, yes, this is awesome and creepy. It also had some like good horror elements to it too. Kirsten Dunst, yeah, An Interview with the Vampire. She's another one though that I'm like, I like her and Tom Cruise in this movie, but like, I don't really like Kirsten Dunst in general. And that's another one that I'm just like, ooh. But in that movie, they kill it. Both of them do. So I'm not always a hater, you know? I never really liked Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane. Never did in those movies, Spider-Man movies. But yeah. And so, yeah, just wanted to, you know, put that out there. I don't completely hate Tom Cruise. I do like a ton of his movies. Not a ton, but some of his movies. And yeah, I recognize his abilities. And I just haven't really felt that urge to go run out to the theater and watch his stuff for whatever the reason may be. But he has a solid resume. Let's put it that way. Mission Impossible film. Cool. But yeah, guys, all right, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you all for joining me. That was a ton of fun. I always love going over whatever's out in the theater and what we're anticipating the most in the show and talking about that and, you know, whatever else comes up. Because, yeah, you guys are always great to talk to. So thank you for joining me on this episode. And yeah, I think I'm going to try to do these maybe monthly so we have a little more to talk about. And yeah, it'll be a nice thing to look forward to. I'm going to be doing potentially a stream tomorrow. It'll maybe be just a Flix and Comix Live, just going over some of the cons that I've been to recently. So that should be fun. I'll probably do it around the same time as today, maybe 7 o'clock Pacific time. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Anyways, guys, yeah, like I said, if you like this stream, if you like this show, if you like movies, if you like Tom Cruise, leave a like on this video, and that helps me out tremendously. But thank you all, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.